welcome to Unit 1, the pre-colonial era. Now, I'm going to be honest, this unit is a little funky because it's kind of unclear when exactly it should start. I mean, people have been living in the land that will become the United States for tens of thousands of years, so why does our course start in 1491? Well, that year is kind of more symbolic, right? It's the year before Columbus sailed the ocean blue and instigated the largest transfer of people, crops, diseases, and ideas in all of world history. No big deal. We call this era the pre-Columbian era, or before Columbus. So basically, we want to know what North America was like before all of that change occurred. We need a baseline. Bad news, it's kind of impossible. I mean, even if we just look at the people who were living here right before Europeans arrived, we're still talking about anywhere from 500 to 1,000 different tribes spread out across North America. Some of them left written records, but many others didn't, and they lived in incredibly diverse ways, so it's really difficult for historians to craft a single textbook narrative about these original Americans. So for our course, we're going to focus on the broad developments across North American indigenous groups, and especially dispelling some of the most pervasive myths about the so-called Native Americans. The key idea for this unit is that there was a vast indigenous population with complex communities and interactions in North America before English settlers showed up. And American stereotypes about these people are often really misguided. The other important thing to note is that there were other ways to colonize and interact with indigenous communities beyond what the English eventually do. Now, we're going to explore this by looking at the early Spanish, Dutch, and French exploits in North America. And what you're going to find is that other Europeans interacted and mixed with indigenous groups way more than the English did. Because the ugly truth is that the United States and its 13 original English colonies, which is going to be our focus in Unit 2, they're going to develop without as much indigenous influence because the indigenous people in the coastal Atlantic regions had been killed or forced out so much more completely than, say, in French Canada or the Spanish Empire. But before we get to those English colonies, let's see how other European empires developed and how indigenous groups reacted and responded. So for that reason, this unit is going to end right when the English arrive. Now, chronology and dates don't really matter here. The more important skill for this unit is comparison. Be able to make simple comparisons between different pre-Columbian indigenous societies and between other early European settlements on the continent. Think of this unit as the context that's going to help us understand the world the English arrive into in 1607. Good luck and enjoy!